Welcome to another edition of Rivals. Scott Mitchell, Jason Buck here. Rivals has arrived. It's getting that time of year where
bowl games.
Going to figure out who's going to be playing in the national championship, or at least the playoffs in college football.
Yeah.
And you know, every year it just rubs me so wrong.
Oh,
I can't stand
I hate it too.
I do not understand it. How in the world can you look me in the eye with a straight face and say, this is football, and we decided with a bunch of people in a hotel room just arbitrarily picking who they think the best teams are?
I agree. It goes against all principles of fairness. It goes against all principles of competition, you know, the American way. Where's the UCF that's undefeated to have an opportunity to go in there and upset somebody in a real tournament? I think, you know, it's the only place in sports where you don't, you know, have a true tournament and a true champion.
But in other football arenas, they do. High school football, the pros, the sub-bowl division.
The FCS,
they have,
you
their
know, our old
playoffs.
1AA.
Isn't it wonderful that they do that? And we all like it, and it doesn't hurt anybody, and no one. I mean, it's wonderful. I don't get it. I
don't get it.
Okay, let me just give you a game last week. You have Michigan, Ohio State. Ohio State has been playing like kind of hot and cold garbage. They've won, and they're losing, or they're close to losing to teams. You go, there's no way they're supposed to lose these teams. And then they're playing Michigan, who has supposedly had the very best defense in the entire country all season long. I mean, they're just like, you know, the 85 Bears, right?
Yeah, yeah.
And they put 69, they meaning Ohio State, put 69 points on the best defense in college football, and you cannot tell me that that's the way it is. And the only reason it's that way is because someone sat in a room and said, Michigan is the fourth-ranked team in the country, and Ohio State is somewhere around 10 or 11.
Yeah.
This just doesn't make any sense to me.
It doesn't.
Like,
it's
think
so
about
arbitrary.
the NFL. It's like you have your divisions, and you have the teams that win the divisions, and it's like, and the teams with the best records, they go into the playoffs.
Yeah. And, you know, then you get the wild card seeding. They have a chance to work their way up, you know, through the brackets. It's a tougher road, but they can do it.
Yeah.
Right? They can do it. And in the end, you end up with a true champion, world champion.
And here's another thing that drives me crazy. You have the SEC. First of all, they have these late season games. Georgia played UMass 2 weeks ago. And it's like, come on, seriously? It's like at the end of the season, and they're playing UMass.
Right.
And then on top of that, the SEC, which has 14 teams in it, they play one less conference game than all the other conferences. And it's like that good old Southern boy, you know. We know how to fix it. We know how to fix the system down here. Like we gonna play this little junior varsity team here in the South right before the season is over.
Yeah.
And we cannot play everyone every season. So you know we got to rest ourselves up for the end of the year because we can't be playing all these good SEC teams.
You should have been a water boy, man, like Bobby Duche. You know, you're like.
Well, it infuriates me. It's like, get everyone playing the same amount of games.
I agree.
And if they're all Power 5, and how can you have 4 teams in the playoffs, Jason?
Yeah.
How can you do that?
Well, it's an insult to the rest of college football, and I think you can make everybody happy. I know
have Power 4 conferences. It's the Power 4, and then there's this one, I don't know, bastard child out there. It's ridiculous.
Yeah. No, I think they have the example and the format out there in the FCS. I think when you're the 1AA, where they go out and have a true tournament, I think you know the bowl division could absolutely mirror that and bring in the bowl sponsors, and the bowl sponsors can come in and sponsor the different bracket games, so you can still have the sponsorship money and the, you know, and all that involved in it, and but have a true tournament and a true national champion. You have enough teams in it that way that the G5 Cinderella teams, like a great Boise State or UCF team, you know, those great G2 or 3, you know, G5 teams that could get into the tournament. And now you have a real, you know, true national champion.
UCF has won, 24, 25 games in a row.
Yeah.
And I don't care who you are, okay? winning that many games, they're doing something right.
Yes.
And they beat Auburn in the Peach Bowl last year, and of course they went undefeated. And there's got to be something said. You've got to give them a chance.
You've got to.
It's what makes it fun. It's what makes it interesting. It's what Alabama winning all the time is not a good thing for
you and I both
college
know.
football. It's about money, and it's about controlling. I mean, that's what this is all about.
And control. And I think, like I said, I think you can satisfy the money, and the sponsors and all the big money in the bowls by allowing them at, different levels to, sponsor bowl-titled games in the first round and then the second round and the third round, and have it just like take the model straight out of, 1AA right now, the FCS division, and put it over there and have a true national champion. Because now you have exciting things where UCF come in. Let's just say they win 24 games straight and they're against an Auburn, ranked top 4 in the country. And here's the little G5 team, and they come in the opening round and knock them off. And now that is sports. That is true sports. That is true competition, and having the American way and the Cinderella team to come in and knock off the Goliath.
I think you can have the competition.
Yeah.
But still have the ability to make a whole lot of money out of this.
And still make a lot of money. I think it can be a win-win if they just put their heads to it a little bit. Everybody wins.
Well, I'm just furious about it. And it's getting that time of year, and
I can't stand it.
And it just really drives me nuts. All right, this round of rivals is over.
It's over for now. We're off to our corners.
He's Jason Buck.
And he's Scott Mitchell.
And he's related to me. And I don't know why or how.
10th cousins.
I don't know where that came from. Anyways, you can text Rivals 65537. Go to those social sites. Like us. They're right there in the corner. Dial us in on that smartphone of yours. And until we meet again, we'll catch you soon.